Last night, Mirror columnist and television presenter Fiona Phillips revealed she has been secretly suffering from Alzheimer's disease a year ago. After losing both her parents, Amy and Neville, to the degenerative illness, Fiona always feared it was coming for her, but did not expect to receive a diagnosis so early. "It's something I might have thought I'd get at 80. But I was still only 61 years old," Fiona told the Mirror in her exclusive interview yesterday. Fiona and her husband, TV's This Morning editor Martin Frizzell, 64, felt sick and sat in silence when they were first told the life-shattering news 18 months ago. "We both sat in silence," said Martin. "There was no funny line to make this go away. Nothing smart to say. Nothing. And then the doctor said he'd leave us in the room alone for a bit to digest it all. We just looked at each other and said, St. What are we going to do? There currently remains no cure for Alzheimer's disease. Though, medications are emerging to target the underlying causes and symptoms of the disease, which mum of two Fiona is a part of." At the time of her diagnosis, clinical trials for drugs which could slow progress of the disease were ongoing at University College Hospital, UCH, in London, and the research team was still looking to recruit trialists. Fiona was also put on some of the existing drugs that have been prescribed in the UK for the disease for almost 20 years. But while they may mask symptoms for some patients, they do not slow or reverse the disease's progress. The drug, Sap, being trialled at UCH is very different though. If successful, and approved by the clinical authorities, and accepted for funding, three fairly big ifs, it could be life-changing for millions by slowing or even reversing the illness. To qualify for the trial, Fiona had to undergo tests to prove her Alzheimer's was still at the mild stages. She was quizzed on such things as, which month is it, which season, subtract 7 from 100, then from 93, and 86 and so on and so on. Fortunately, Fiona's Alzheimer's was confirmed as mild and she was accepted for the very last place on the trial. Her drugs, administered 3 times a day with tiny needles, is one of several currently being researched at UCLH. The drug is in its 3rd year of assessment and scientists are confident it can deliver results, but are still researching any side effects or safety issues. With around half the trialists on a placebo drug, it could be however that Fiona isn't even benefiting from the new drugs herself. Even the people we see for the checkups don't know if Fiona is on the real drug or a placebo, Martin said. It's been weeks now and I like to think her condition is stabilizing, but I am too close to know really. That could just be my wishful thinking. But even if it isn't helping me, these tests will be helping other people in the future, so I just have to keep going, Fiona said. Worldwide, more than 130 tests are currently taking place, and finally it feels like a significant breakthrough on Alzheimer's treatment is within touching distance. It may not yet be a straightforward cure, but doctors are hopeful there may soon be treatments which mean people could live well with Alzheimer's in the way people are now able to live with HIV. But for now, what does the future look like for Fiona? The doctor had said it was very early stages, so we just had to go home and try to live our life as normal for now. That was all we could do, Martin said. For the brave TV star's part, that involves continuing to do all of the things she loves most. There is still an issue with this disease that the public thinks of old people bending over a stick, talking to themselves, Fiona said. But I'm still here, getting out and about, meeting friends for coffee, going for dinner with Martin and walking every day. Have you been diagnosed or know a close family member with Alzheimer's? Email Mia Dalton@reachbook.com.